In the first segment, you used the term woke, and you said that woke is what was sort of ruining everything. And I know that you're...
No, I didn't say ruining everything. I said that's why Trump could get reelected.
That's why Trump could get reelected.
Yeah.
That woke is a word used by the Black community to note that we must be aware of social injustices.
But words
and so
migrate.
why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, and originally that was absolutely a great thing. Alert to injustice, who's not for that? But words do migrate.
At all concerned about the fact that the International Criminal Court just today issued a subpoena for Bibi Netanyahu?
Well, that's ridiculous.
Bill Maher didn't just disagree with Sunny Hostin. He dismantled her entire argument with stunning precision and bold confidence. It looked like he was slicing through confusion with the accuracy of a skilled surgeon, all while adding the fiery energy of a masterful roast. The moment was so sharp the whole room froze. His takedown was so clean and direct that people were left wide-eyed, unsure how to react. What made it even more shocking was that these two should technically be on the same side, since both lean left politically. Yet Maher clearly has no interest in following the modern woke rulebook anymore, and he made sure Hostin understood that shift, delivering his message with force, clarity, and a level of honesty that couldn't be brushed aside.
The first segment, you used the term woke, and you said that woke is what was sort of ruining everything, and I know that you're...
No, I didn't say ruining everything. I said that's why Trump could get reelected.
That's why Trump could get reelected.
Any doubt that I was right about the change that's happened in the left? Watching people protest for a terrorist organization like Hamas, that straightened me up pretty quick.
Sunny Hostin acted like she was making a brilliant strategic move, as if she were playing chess on live TV when she suddenly accused Bill Maher of being a hypocrite. She tried to paint him as someone attacking a culture he was supposedly part of, attempting to trap him with a dramatic twist she thought would win the moment. But Maher wasn't fooled for a second. He saw through her setup as clearly as looking through glass, recognizing exactly what she was trying to do. He had no intention of falling for the classic woke tactic, twisting someone's words just enough to make them look guilty. Maher stayed calm, refused the bait, and showed he was fully aware of the strategy meant to corner opponents in the most unfair way possible.
It struck me that in the first segment you used the term woke, and you said that woke is what was sort of ruining everything, and I know that you're...
No, I didn't say ruining everything. I said that's why Trump could get reelected.
That's why Trump could get reelected.
Yeah.
So the term woke has been, in my view, co-opted by the right and weaponized and bastardized, and so I was surprised to hear you use the term, because historically, as you know, because I think you're quite brilliant, that woke is a word used by the Black community to note that we must be aware of social injustices.
But words
and
migrate.
So why is that a bad thing?
If you're enjoying this fiery takedown, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Bill Maher recently appeared on The View to promote his new book, but what should have been a simple PR interview instantly exploded into a heated verbal showdown. What started as a routine moment suddenly ignited like a flamethrower in a quiet room. Maher, long known as a left-leaning voice, stunned the audience when he began challenging and exposing flaws within his own political side. No one saw it coming. The whole atmosphere shifted into a dramatic barbecue session, with the woke crowd suddenly finding themselves placed directly on the grill. Things turned sharply the moment Sunny Hostin tried to pin Maher down with a loaded question about why he was weaponizing the word woke. That single question set the stage for a fiery exchange.
Not a bad thing,
Neither side
and
would
originally that was absolutely a great thing. Alert to injustice, who's not for that? But words do migrate. Now, I'll use any term you want, because maybe that is a word that's triggering, and so let's not use that word. I don't know, want to call it the super far left?
She seemed convinced she had crafted some brilliant strategy, almost as if she were locked in a high-stakes chess match when she accused Bill Maher of hypocrisy. She tried to paint him as someone attacking a culture she claimed he belonged to, hoping her twist would corner him. But Maher wasn't buying it, not for a second. He saw straight through the setup like a spotless window, instantly recognizing the angle she was aiming for. He had zero intention of falling into the woke crowd's favorite tactic, twisting words just enough to weaponize them. Maher stayed steady, refused to be cornered, and made it clear he understood exactly how the manipulative trick works, and he wasn't going to be caught by it.
Don't tell me that the left hasn't changed. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when it was the conservatives who hated the Jews.
Yeah.
Okay? That was a joke. But,
Too dark.
Well, maybe it is, but it's true. I mean, you know, if I had any doubt that I was right about the change that's happened in the left, watching people protest for a terrorist organization like Hamas, that straightened me up pretty.
Did you catch what happened next? Here was Bill Maher, someone long viewed as a committed left-leaning voice, openly admitting that he straightened up fast when he saw segments of the woke crowd showing support for Hamas. Yes, Hamas. The same group infamous for wanting Israel erased and for inflicting brutal harm across the region. The fact that anyone would cheer them on is shocking enough, but seeing self-proclaimed woke activists do it made the situation even more disturbing. Maher made it clear he couldn't ignore how extreme and dangerous the ideology is, especially considering its long history of violence against Jewish people. Yet somehow, instead of criticizing Hamas, these woke voices were pointing fingers at Israelis for simply existing. The twisted logic stunned Maher, proving that even with all his liberal values, he couldn't stay silent in the face of such contradictions.
It's astounding to me that they can't tell the good guys from the bad guys. I mean, just morally. I mean, let me tell you, if you're for Hamas, just live in Gaza for a day. And I'm not talking about while the war is on. I mean, before the war. Trust me, you would go running and screaming and begging to live in Tel Aviv, a place that has your values.
Maher hit another powerful point when he explained that most of the women on The View, including Sunny Hostin, would absolutely choose to live in Israel over Palestine, and he said it confidently. He reminded everyone that Israel's values align far more with American society, especially regarding individual freedoms and women's rights, a reality the woke crowd rarely admits. None of the outspoken activists would willingly choose to live under Palestine's strict and heavily restrictive laws, which limit women's rights in ways they would never tolerate. Maher didn't hold back. He exposed the glaring double standards, pointing out how these critics shout loudly against Israel while ignoring the harsh rules they'd face in Palestine. The contrast in women's rights was so undeniable it immediately agitated the woke crowd. The hypocrisy was impossible to hide, and Maher made sure everyone saw
women
it.
have no, this is a show watched by a lot of women. Women have no rights in this place, and a lot of majority Muslim countries around the world. There is no equal rights as far as speech, dress, opportunities for education, reproductive rights, freedom from sexual violence, freedom from sexual harassment.
The LGBTQ community. Yes.
That too. But you throw around the term apartheid. There is a gender apartheid in a lot of the world, where women are second-class citizens, at best.
Maher delivered yet another striking blow when he pointed out the massive gender rights gap in many Muslim-majority countries, the same countries the woke crowd passionately claims to defend. His message was sharp but simple. If Sunny Hostin and others truly believe their arguments, they should visit those nations and see firsthand how women are restricted in nearly every part of life. The comment sounded subtle, but it hit like an uppercut, leaving the panel scrambling. Desperate, they reached for a familiar tactic, bringing up innocent civilians, hoping to corner Maher with emotional pressure. But he wasn't rattled. Not even slightly. If they thought he'd stumble, they were about to get a harsh reality check. Maher has never been one to fold when someone tries to twist an argument into something it's not.
Concerned about the innocent civilians that have been collectively punished and murdered, largely children and women. And are you at all concerned about the fact that the International Criminal Court just today issued a subpoena for Bibi Netanyahu?
Well, that's ridiculous, but it's a war.
Why?
It's a war. Because it's a war and they were attacked and they're defending themselves. Now, this is a war. Do you think Hamas needs to be destroyed?
Sunny Hostin realized Bill Maher had shredded her earlier argument about why a true left-leaning person wouldn't support woke ideology. So she tried a new angle, attempting to paint Maher as someone who supported violence against innocent civilians. It was meant to put him on the defensive, to question his morality instead of addressing the issue. It's a classic move. When the logic fails, pivot to character attacks. But Maher wasn't thrown off at all. He was ready. He fired back with another sharp, well-aimed response that shattered Hostin's attempt to corner him, leaving her tactic and the broader woke strategy in
Is
pieces.
the question.
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
So how can
Okay,
we do
well,
that with a ceasefire?
All right, so Hamas needs to be destroyed because they are a terrorist organization who say openly that they want to commit genocide on the Jewish people, on the state of Israel. That's what from the river to the sea means, okay? And they say it very openly. They say, we did this attack. They've attacked Israel 5 times. They've started 5 wars since they were given that land back. They could have chosen to turn that place into any place they wanted to, and they took a lot of money that they took from the international community and they spent it on bombs and guns and building tunnels. So if they need to be destroyed, how do we do that? It's a war. I don't know how to do that, and you don't know how to do that. I assume the Israeli... Of course, everybody is, but that's what happens in a war. Here's a way to stop that. Stop attacking his...
Sonny Hostin quickly realized Bill Maher had burned down her earlier argument, and the panic showed. In a last-ditch effort, she shifted to moral outrage, trying to portray Maher as someone indifferent to innocent lives. It was the predictable pivot when logic collapses, question someone's humanity. But Maher saw it coming miles away. His counter wasn't just strong, it was a masterclass in staying calm under pressure. He exposed the pattern of moral grandstanding, showing how woke arguments collapse into emotional manipulation the moment facts stop working. His response landed so sharply that Hostin's strategy disintegrated on the spot. Her argument, already shaky, fell apart instantly. Maher's ability to expose the intention behind the tactic is exactly why he navigates these setups with such confidence.
It's just nothing. Yeah. And it's narrative over truth. You know,
Yes.
I mean, it's not like when I hear people talk on either side of it, I always think they're lying. They're just telling me half of it.
Yeah.
And I never trust them anywhere until I check out the other half.
Yeah.
There's old school liberals, which I would mostly count myself as, old school conservatives. There's still some of those
You've
left.
changed, though.
Wait, what are the other 2?
ahead.
What are the other 2?
Well, that's what I. Well, that's what I was trying to find out in this book. I don't think I have. And you know, we were saying in the break we have to come up with a new word for woke. Let's have a contest because this is a word that's triggering. But I mean, those concepts that are different than they were 5 years ago.
And then it happened. A truth bomb dropped with Bill Maher's calm, razor-sharp precision, hitting the room with a force everyone felt instantly. The audience erupted into applause. But one person couldn't clap, Sonny Hostin. She sat frozen, stiff as if drenched in cold water, shivering like a soaked dog on a freezing Friday night. She knew Maher had delivered a blow she couldn't counter. He didn't just criticize the woke mindset, he dismantled it from the inside out. He exposed contradictions so clearly that even the typically left-leaning studio audience couldn't ignore them. The entire room shifted as everyone realized the conversation had reached a point of no return. But Maher wasn't finished. Not even close. Just when things seemed ready to calm down, Whoopi Goldberg jumped in and asked whether the media twists news stories to push certain narratives. And Maher's answer? It was masterful, measured yet explosive. The kind of comment that silences a room and forces everyone to rethink what they
was a
thought they
term
knew.
that I thought we kind of came up with because people were calling them bums and vagrants and hobos.
now that's
Homeless. Now, no.
It's unhoused.
Well, it's people
Unhoused.
experiencing
Unhoused.
homelessness. But they're experiencing it on the street.
Yeah.
Okay, the liberal view of that was for compassion's sake. We're the liberals, we're compassion. Let's get these people off the street. That's not the view of the, whatever word we're gonna come up with for this. Their view of the homeless is they're an endangered species that needs to be protected in their natural habitat, living their best life under a bridge.
Once again, Bill Maher went straight for the heart of the issue, tearing into the woke agenda with calm but cutting clarity. He referred to their approach as a narrative of truth, perfectly capturing how the ultra-left presents opinions as unquestionable facts. Maher explained that for these extreme voices, truth isn't the priority, the mission is to force their preferred narrative onto the public, even if it means bending reality or silencing dissent. He showed how quickly real truth gets pushed aside when it's inconvenient, and how fast people are cancelled the moment they question the dominant storyline. This is exactly why Maher refuses to join the woke movement. He sees it as a force with hidden motives, one trying to reshape America's cultural foundation. His message hit so hard it sent shockwaves through the room, surprising even those who thought they already knew his stance. But Hostin wasn't ready to let it end there. She made one last attempt, accusing him of abandoning his liberal beliefs, a desperate move to shove him back into a box he no longer fits. But once again, Maher had the perfect response waiting.